Take this! Oh shit. Oh no 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 no! Woo! Woo! No 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 no! Oh shit! Oh, what's... Oh jeez! Jesus! How is it thing so fast? No! Hello there, yo, Davey Meister here, and welcome back to another brand new video. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Avatar The Last Airbender mod. This mod basically integrates all the items, powers and abilities from the Avatar The Last Airbender cartoon series. So before we start this video, I want to tell you that I won't be doing crafting recipes for mod showcase. Why? Because it's not the most interesting part of the video. I don't want to bore you. I want to just, you know, get to the good stuff of every mod. No, I don't want to start doing crafting recipes. But if you do want crafting recipes, you can, you know, explore all that on your own once you acquire the mod. But as for showcasing, I won't be doing crafting recipes. I'll just get onto the main stuff and every other aspect of the mod. So here's how we're going to be doing this Avatar The Last Airbender bending videos. We're going to only be doing one bending per video. So in this video, we're going to be doing focusing on airbending and all the materials and everything else related to it. So let's get this thing started. Alright, so when you first enter the game, you're going to want to get your hands on 3 of a certain specific item. It is the airbending scrolls, or it is the universal scrolls over here. So what is the difference and what happens when you take 3 of these? Well, let's see. So you have 3 empty slots in which you are supposed to put the 3 airbending scrolls in. If you put the 3 airbending scrolls in the slot, you will get access to the airbending ability. However, if you were to use the universal scrolls instead, like this, you will instead get access to all 4 of the elements. You can't right now, you can't take all at once, but you can choose between one of them. So you can either get a scroll that belongs to specific elements like firebending scrolls or waterbending scrolls, or you can get a universal scroll, so you can just quickly choose between either one of them. But seeing as how we're focusing on airbending in this one video, we're going to be using airbending scrolls instead. So let's see. Once we insert those in, now we have the airbending skill. These are the list of all the skills that you'll be using once you have the airbending ability. So I'm gonna go over, wait, give me a sec, where they're clear. So I'm gonna be going over 3 specific commands. There's slash avatar ability, there's slash avatar bending, and there's slash avatar XP. Slash avatar ability, if I was to go over here, slash avatar ability gives you the chance to get techniques or skills from different sorts of elements. Like there's earth, there's fire, there's ice, there's lightning, there's earth, there's sand, and all sorts of other elements. There's even water as well. So it gives you the ability, the chance to take different techniques from any random element. But that's assuming that you're already a pro. I actually advise that you use slash avatar bending, because this gives you the bending itself. So you get all the skills of a specific bending rather than just getting random skills from different bendings. Again, as long as you are already, if you're starting the game for the mod for the first time. So we're obviously starting with airbending in this video, and it says we're already an airbender because we've already inserted the airbending scrolls. But if you didn't insert the scrolls, then obviously you would get the airbending ability. Now the last command is slash avatar XP. This is to quickly get you to max XP for each of the different techniques. instead of having to you know, train it up. So how you train a technique up is that you after equipping one skill, you're supposed to constantly use it, and as you constantly use it, this red bar that you see over here is going to be rising and rising till you get to the next level. So this is level 1, there's level 2, there's level 3, and then there's 2 paths to level 4. You can't have both parts of level 4, you can only choose one or the other, hence the splitting arrows over here. So if I was to assign this to one key, let's say R, and I was to exit this place, if I was to press R, ha, no, give me a sec, sorry, ha, 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 like that, see? So that's the very first technique, which is called wind air gust. So what /avatar XP does is it brings you to the max XP for each of the moves. Is that assuming you want to get to the max level quickly rather than just, you know, if you're not, you know, doing a whole survival gameplay. So as you can see already, it's already at max techniques, and I chose the second path of level 4. So we went level 1, level 2, level 3, and then we choose the second path of level 4 instead of the first path. So the first path, so here's how we're going to be showcasing each technique. We're going to be showcasing the technique before we reach level 4, because level 4 completely changes the characteristics of the technique. So before, we're going to show you what the technique looks like before the level 4 upgrade and after the level 4 upgrade. So before the level 4 upgrade, we're going to keep it at level 3 over here. So we go to /avatar XP, Baby Meister. Air gust is the name of the technique, and you can choose between the levels, right? Level 1, level 2, but we're going for level 3 before the level 4 alteration. So at level 3, the wind gust still stays the same, right? The basic technique, the original function, if we put Mr. Benny over here, the original function is to simply push a mob forward, push a mob away. It's not supposed to cause any damage whatsoever. It's just supposed to do the job of pushing the enemy away if you are feeling that you're being too overwhelmed or something like that. So that's the basic function. So the next technique we're going to take a look at is air jump. So essentially, we're going to, okay, give me a second. Let me program all the techniques to be you know, before it reaches level 4. So I'm going to program all the techniques to be level 3, and then I'll show you what it looks like before level 4 and after level 4. All right. So now we've taken a look at what air gust looks like before the alteration. It's simply supposed to push enemies away. Now let's take a look at the next skill. The next skill on our list is, give me a sec. Alright, so the next skill on our list is air jump. I'll assign this key to space. Essentially, it manipulates the air around you to boost off the ground. So it's supposed to be like a super high jump because, you know, air. So how to activate this technique is, right, I press space once. As you can see, there is an icon that pops in the middle of your screen letting you know that the bending is ready. And once you press it again, this happens. So it's supposed to be able to, you know, make you jump large distances or in big heights. And it's not just that too. It also helps you to increase your speed, like dashing and stuff like this. As you can see, very useful in terms of dashing. So anyways, that is the air jump before the level 4 alteration. Now let's go to the next technique, which would be air blade. It basically produces a spinning disc of air powerful enough to cut flesh. And I'm going to assign this key to F. And upon pressing F, we produce this. That's the air blade, and it's spammable too, as you can see. But remember, be careful. The bar on your bottom right is basically your chi bar. It tells you how much energy you can use before, you know, your chi runs out. How many times you can use the technique before your chi runs out. So let's take a look at the damage that air blade does to polar bear. As you can see, it does 10 hearts of damage at max, and it takes like 3 shots to finish the Mr. Benny off. Now, next technique, that is before the level 4 alteration. So we're going to go on to the next technique, which is air bubble. Basically creates a bubble of air around you to protect yourself from incoming attacks. So once you have this bubble on, essentially no projectile or mob can attack you as long as the ball is still there. So let's assign this as X, and if you put a polar bear here, Mr. Benny, and if we were to hit Mr. Benny and we're to put X, as you can see, Mr. Benny can't hit us as long as we're in this field, and he keeps on pushing back the enemy as well. And I'm very sure that skeletons either or any projectiles cannot harm us as well. So that's very good, very good. Yeah, let's just finish Mr. Benny off. Anyways, next technique would be Cloudburst. It basically creates a whirling ball of air which can be thrown at enemies. So if I was to assign this key to C, before the level 4 upgrade, it's supposed to simply do something like this. Once upon pressing C, a floating ball of air appears before you. And if you left click, you can use the bending, so I can shoot it wherever I want to shoot, like here, or sorry, give me a sec, or here, or here, or here, or yeah, anywhere. So I was supposed to put Mr. Benny over here. Let's see how much damage it does. 4 hearts of damage. Oh shit. 6 hearts at most. As you can see. 6 again. So 6 at best. And it takes like a few hits before, like 4 or 5 hits before you can kill a polar bear. So that's pretty decent damage. Not too much, but decent either way. And finally, the last technique before the level 4 alteration is Slipstream, surrounding yourself in a veil of air to increase your movement speed. So upon pressing, assign this key to V. If I was to press V, as you can see, we can move a bit faster, and as you can see in our profile, we can turn invisible for a bit. Now we've seen the techniques before the level 4 alteration. So now I'm going to be showing you the 2 level 4 paths that you can take as an alteration. I'm going to show you the very first path and the second path.
One eternity later.
Alright, soon we're going to start with Wind Gust. If you go to Wind Gust over here, so there are 2 paths you can take for level 4. First is Extinguish, which destroys weaker projectiles. So I'm assuming that if a projectile like a skeleton's arrow was to be shot at you, it could destroy the projectile. And then the second path is the Vacuum, which sucks enemies towards you. So we're gonna take a look at the Extinguish, the very first path. So I'm gonna put this to level 4 / avatar XP to give us max XP. For Air Gust is the technique. Level 4. So level 4_1 is the first path, and level 4_2 is the second path. So the first path, as we know, is to destroy weaker projectiles. So which is the very first path, which is 4-1. So now we're in the first path. Here's what it looks like. As you can see, this path has been colored now. We've reached the first path of level 4, which is to destroy weaker projectiles. And once that's done, if we're to spawn like a skeleton or something, so if we're to spawn the skeleton now, we should be able to destroy their projectiles now. Oh man, okay. I have a problem aiming. Give me a sec. Let's try it again. Oh, let's see if it's gonna shoot at me again. No? Okay, let's try again. Ready? Aha! Like that, exactly. So, something like that. I don't know if I did it fully, but yeah, that's the whole point. It's supposed to block projectiles from hitting you. Maybe it will work against. Maybe if you are someone with like a slow reaction like me, maybe it will work like against a ghast's fireball or something like that, like a ghast rather than a skeleton, whose arrows is very incredibly fast. So that's the very first path. Now the second path is Vacuum, and it's supposed to suck enemies towards you this time. So for it to go to the second path, wait, give me a sec. / weather clear. Jeez, it happens very often. Seriously. Okay, so second path, Avatar XP. Davy Meister, Air Gust, which is a technique. Level 4 version 2 this time, which is the vacuum. And if we're to spawn a polar bear, right, we can draw enemies towards us. So if we're to use arrow on it, as you can see, it drew the polar bear towards us. So if someone, like a player, is escaping or something, you can draw them towards you to go for like a close range attack. Although it kind of flings them far away from you, so there was really no point in, you know, pushing them towards you in the first place. So that's the basic idea of air gust. Now we're going to go on to the next technique, which is air jump. The first path of air jump is a double jump. In other words, rather than just making a simple jump in the air, you can now do a double jump in the air, but it costs like double the chi. So now let's place this to level 4. The first path, Avatar XP, air jump, level 4, version 1. So upon doing this, we're to jump first, now jump again. Oh, interesting. Give me a sec. Let's try it again. Okay, so we're supposed to jump twice. Aha, like that. So it's like this. As you can see, we did a double jump in the air. So that's the basic point of the first level 4 path. Now, the second level 4 path is to ground pound. Essentially, upon landing, you attack nearby enemies. So, if we're to use the second path, here's what's going to happen if I was to spawn a polar bear here. If I was to jump up in the air, as you can see, now it damages mobs on contact. The next technique we're going to take a look at is air blade. So there are two parts of air blade. The first path, which is dragon claw. Essentially, you shoot 5 smaller ultra fast air blades rather than just a single air blade. So if we were to go to the first path, air blade, which is a technique, level 4 version 1, was upon a polar bear, spawn Mr. Benny. As you can see, it does 5 large one instead. So this is very useful, as if your enemy or opponent is someone who's moving around a lot, if the first one in the middle does not slice them up, then you know the ones to the sides will slice them up instead if they are moving around. So that's very useful. The second path is cyclone cleave. So instead of being the original one, which is small but single, and instead of being the first path, which is 5 blades but small, this one is super massive and destroys blocks instead. So if I go to Avatar XP, air blade, level 4 version 2, we'll spawn a polar bear. Here's what's gonna happen. As you can see, a gigantic one instead, and it breaks blocks while doing so as well. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, so it breaks blocks. If you want like a dramatic gets a Gaten show, then you know this technique's for you. The next skill on our list is air bubble. So the first level 4 path is that the air bubble becomes a pressured bubble, meaning that it becomes very large in size. So here's what it's going to look like before. As you can see, it's very close to us, very small. So take note of the size right now. And now we're going to take it all the way to Avatar XP, level 4 version 1, and here's what it's going to look like now. As you can see, the range has gotten a bit wider now. So so that's the very first path. It becomes way bigger than the original. The second path of air bubble is undercurrent. Essentially, it's the same, but instead you get a limited hovering, which can be disabled by sneak. So you hover up in the air. So as you can see, we're not hovering right now, we're still on the ground, right? But if we're to go to Avatar XP, level 4 version 2, here's what it's going to look like now. As you can see, now we're hovering in the air, limited hovering for a while, and it can be disabled by sneak. So we're just gonna keep on hovering as long as this thing is here. It kind of reminds you of, you know, Avatar Aang's final battle against Fire Lord Ozai, right? You know, flying in the air. So if I was to do something like this, aha, like that, something like that. But I guess it doesn't last for too long. But this is pretty cool though, very, very cool. I love this mod a lot, and I'll show you how you can roleplay with this mod later on. So, next technique on our list is Cloudburst. Now, level 4 version of Cloudburst is that it temporarily applies severe debuffs to the target's bending power. But since we only have like bending NPCs and we don't actually have players, I'm not exactly sure what it does. I guess it just depowers the any bender's abilities essentially. So I mean, continue. It's very gonna be difficult to determine that, so let's ignore that one for now. The second path is absorption, and so basically Cloudburst can absorb incoming projectiles to increase its damage. So we're gonna go for the second path. So Cloud Burst level 4 version 2. So let's spawn the polar bear. No. Spawn the skeleton, I mean. The skeleton. We need its projectiles. As you can see, it just absorbed. Give me a sec. Die! There. So as you can see, I saw just now, it absorbed the arrow which skeleton is about to use on us, and it decreased the damage apparently if it absorbs it. So that's pretty cool. Very cool. The final technique of the day, Slipstream. So we're now going to take a look at the 4 versions of level 4. So the first version is the Divine Breeze. Essentially, upon activation, it makes it become stronger in melee and airbending combat. So that means that the damage will increase, and as well as the speed. So if we're to go to Avatar XP, the Meister, Slipstream, which is a technique, level 4 version 1. Oh geez, version 1. Now, upon activation, it makes us go faster. Let's spawn Mr. Benny. This makes us go faster, and the damage increases. So as you can see, it does 23 damage. Last time it did like 14 or 16 damage before. Like now, first initial damage is 14, so it does 14 damage on impact, right? Well, as long as we increase as well as use Slipstream, it gives us like 23 worth of damage instead. So that's very cool. A very good buff. The second path of Slipstream is Run Like the Wind. Essentially, now you're able to run on the air. So, and potion effects are stronger, and you're now more frequently visible. So, if we go to Avatar XP, the Meister, level 4 version 2, / weather clear. Now, here's what happens once we let's use the air jump to get in the air, and then let's try this flying out thingy. So, air jump and activate the Slipstream. As you can see, now we can fly in the air for a tiny bit. So that's very cool. That's very cool. So yeah, and as you saw, we now became more frequently visible than before. And if we were to have potion effects, they'd be stronger. So that's very cool. Anyways, now you've seen what each of the elements does, and now you know the basic premise. It basically, the more you use a certain technique, the stronger it will get, and the more buffs and the stronger and the more buffs you will receive. And you can choose between levels, the 2 paths of level 4, the first path or the second path. It's all up to you, whichever fighting style you prefer. So now let's test the limits of how many techniques you can use at once. So this V and X. No? Interesting. I guess can only use 2 techniques at once. Right? Yeah, you can only use like 2 techniques at once. So beware of that. So here's a combo that I use. Here's a specific combo. If I was to go to K, my preferred combo, I go to the first technique of Airblade, which is Dragon Claw, right? So Avatar XP, Airblade, now we have Dragon Claw. So here's what I can do. If I was to spawn Mr. Benny, and if I was to jump up in the air, I can do this. Oh damn it, I missed. Okay, like this. Interesting. It's not. Did I disable it? Ah, yeah, no key has been added yet. F. Let's put it to F. That explains why. So here's the combo technique. I jump up and I do this. Is that not cool? And be careful too, as you saw, I injured myself a bit, so I'm gonna have to heal myself. So now we're gonna move on to the boss fights. Alright, the boss battle will be against the Wither. You know, we're just gonna summon the Wither / summon Minecraft Wither. Alright, here we go. Oh shit! Ah! No! Oh shit! Oh! Okay. Where'd he go? Where? Oh jeez. Ah, there it is. Alright, let's do this. Boss battle on the way. Take this. Oh shit. Oh no. Woo! No. Oh shit. Oh, what's we? Oh jeez. Jesus, how is this thing so fast? No! We're not gonna give up, are we? God damn it! Fight me! Come on, you can do this. Fight! Come on! Whoa! Keep going! Got him! Jeez! Jesus! No! This is not good. This is not good at all. Can't be this difficult, mate. No.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
We're gonna. Oh, damn it! We got a bit of a situation here. You see, we can't seem to kill this thing.
NANI?!
Oh man, the limits of an airbender. Oh no. Come on, stay there. Yeah, stay there. Don't move anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Hey, yo. Let them go. Get him. Come on, keep going. Come on. Shit. No. Keep going. Why not have enough chi yet? No chi? Hey, yo. No chi. Shit, no. Ew. Get him.
What are you doing in my swamp?
We're really running out of chi here, my guys. Uh-oh. Hey, yo. Our chi's not enough to take on this guy, bro. Air isn't a really huge damager type, you know what I'm saying? Bro, we've really run out of chakra this time. Did I just say chakra? Oh my god, I meant chi. Can we beat this guy? Can we really do it? Is there no other technique we have here, bro? Like, you know what? Let me just quickly switch. Avatar, XP, Davy Meister, Slipstream. Let's go for version 2. The version 2, which gives us like a huge buff in strength. There. Now I have the second version. So upon activating this, we should be able to do more damage to the creature. Come on, keep going. What's going on? Yeah, keep going. Yeah, as you can see, it's doing a lot more damage to the creature now. Come on. Oh jeez, we need enough chi. We run out of chi, man. Oh man. Please stand by. There. Damn it. Come on, keep going. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Come on. Can we not spam this thing? No. Shit. No. Come on. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Oh, shit. This is not good. Like, this is terrible. No, 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 no. Ah, damn it. Yeah, this is a lot more difficult than I thought it was going to be. Come on. Die! Oh! Come on! Oh! Jeez.
What the fuck was that damage, my guy? Oh!
There's something I want to tell you. The reason why I use left click as the use bending ability, the use bending key, instead of any other key to use the bending. I use the left click. Why? So let me explain something to you. I'm a huge advocate for animations when it comes to mods, right? I like there to be certain animations for everything. I'm just like an animation guy, right? So because when you use the bending naturally, if you take a look at in first person over here, if I was to use like a bending, like let's say R, right? As you can see, it just literally sends it like coming from my body, right? But there's no actual animation to make the thing work. If you want to role play, right? It's for role playing reasons, right? If you want to role play, you want to make your bending have animation, you can simply use left click, right? If you have the Mobend mod installed, you can simply use the left click, the punching, while making the element, so it now becomes like this. As you can see, it feels like as though you're actually using animation for the to create the win, but you're not. It's just you punching, but it's like a combination, so like this, right? See, pretty cool, right? Yeah. So if you don't want to make your role playing look weird, right, you have to ensure that all the players or the role players memorize being able to punch while also bending at the same time. It should literally become second nature, because to become awkward if you can't always punch while activating your bending, right? So yeah, just a thought, right? I just really wish that they added animations with it, but I'm actually glad and grateful for the mod it is right now. So that's good, that's good. So and there's even an even better idea too. If I was to put a diamond sword, right, this technique, air blade, here's what happens with animation. It looks so damn badass. Look at this. No, like this. So instead of swinging your blade, you can just something like this. Isn't this cool, bro? Like, now I feel like the Zoro from One Piece, right? Just creating air slashes with each of my techniques. So if you want to role play, right, to make animations doing so, you can do that. So that's an option for you. Anyways, guys, that's the Avatar The Last Airbender mod for airbending. Next video we're gonna be touching on water bending, so look forward to that one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. That'll be greatly appreciated. Leave a comment down below if you enjoyed this video. If you didn't, well, that's a whole different story now, isn't it? Anyways, take care, have a nice day, and stay safe, especially during these times. Peace.